Good evening everybody, this is Manda Arpita. So today in this video we'll be studying about our third exercise wherein we have couple of experiments which we'll have to do. The first one which we'll be performing is a calculator. So looking at the functionality of the calculator, I'll first show you the output of it. So once I run the file saying sh space the file name, I get few options from the case value. I'm going to show how the program is after a few minutes. So I have options like add, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, sine, cos, tangent, and factorial. I'm going to try each from one side. So to do the subtraction, I choose 2 and then I'll have to enter two numbers which has to be subtracted. So I enter 8 and 4. So 8 and 4 subtracted together gives me 4 as the output. So if I need to continue, I can press 1, and if I need to stop my term and terminate my calculator, I can press 0. So I'd like to continue. So I say 1, and now I'll just check sine, cosine, and tangent. So I'll check one among them. It is tangent. So I press 8, and I give a number, for example 58. It is giving me tan of 58, that is 8.33084. Now I'd like to continue again. So this time I'm going to calculate factorial. So I say 9, and when I say 9 it is asking me to enter a number. So I say I need the factorial of 5. So here it gives me the factorial of 5, which is 120. And then again later I would like to continue just to do the last thing, that is sum till n numbers. So I press 1 again, and I say I need to perform the 10th operation, and here it's asking me till which number do I need the sum till. So I give 3, that should be 3 plus 2 plus 1. So it gives me the option now. So terminating my calculator, now I give 0. So to view the calculator program, I'm going to say vi space calcu.sh. This is the name of my calculator. So here is the program for my calculator. I'm getting into insert mode by pressing I so as to view the program. So here initially I've set my flag to 1, and only if flag is 1 it is going to enter the program. The only reason to give flag in my program in the beginning is to continue the recursion of the program. At the end I ask the user to enter either 1 or 0. If the user enters 1, you'll be able to enter the loop again and execute the entire program again and again how many times you want. But then if you enter 0, the flag's value I am making 0, so you'll not be able to enter. So the only reason for taking flag is to recurse the program again and again. So in this while loop, make sure we have spaces after this while and the brackets, and then I have echo statements so as to display the options which are available in my program. And after this I have an if statement wherein I take the input of the user, and if it is less than 6 I'm asking them to enter two numbers, because addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo, all these things need two numbers. But after that, to calculate sine, cosine, tangent values, we need only one number. So if the input number which is entered less than 6, that is which is less than sine value, that is till modulo from addition, if you enter any option, then it will ask you for two numbers, but you enter for anything other than that, it will ask you only for enter a number. It is not asking you to enter two numbers. So based on that you take the input, and this is my case. Okay, so coming into my case, this is my first case, this is my second case, this is my third case, and it goes on that way. So to display the addition of two numbers, I have A's value and B's value already stored in here. For example, if I take addition, I have A's value and B's value stored in here. And after I come here, it is $A plus $B. That is the value of A and value of B. And I pipe it with the BC operator. And I echo the statement, store it in C. So the value of A plus B is stored in C. Now I echo the value of sum. So that is how I do the calculator operation till the end. And doing the sine cosine thing, we have something called as scale, which indicates what is how many integers I have after the decimal point. So to do that, what I do is I give scale as 5. That means I need 5 as a number, and then to find the value I give S of $D to find sine value, C of $D to find cosine value, and sine value by cos value gives us tan value. So I give S of $T by C of $D. So this is how tangent works. And factorial has its logic, like if the number which is given is less than 1, then only you will have to do. If it is less than 1, you don't need to do. So if it is greater than 1, so then you'll greater than or equal to 1, then you'll be doing. If it's less than 1, you'll get 0 or 1 as the answer. So for fact, each time you come you get the fact value, you multiply it with the number given and decrease the number. So this is going to recur, and finally if after you come out of the loop, you display the fact. This is my factorial. And now coming back to the last thing, that is If it is something other than this, it's the wrong option. It's a default value. If you choose something more than 8 or 9 or 10 other numbers like that, then it is going to show it's a wrong option. So you'll have to choose only within, this is the default value. So if none of the options are matched, you'll come into the default value. To come back, I give escape colon WQ, and here I see that the calculator has been executed. Now I'm going to show you Fibonacci thing. So I say FABI dot sh. So it's asking me enter a number, enter the term for which you wish to generate a Fibonacci series. I'm entering 3. So it is giving me 0, 1, 1. This program is nothing but to generate a series. Fibonacci series works like if you give a number 5 till 5, fifth number you need a Fibonacci series. What it is going to do is taking 0, 1, and after that it is going to add the previous two numbers 0 and 1. It is giving me 1, and 1 with the previous number 1, it gives me 2 as the next number. So Fibonacci series goes like this. So if I give the same command and I say I need Fibonacci series up to 10, like this. Now I say I need Fibonacci series up to 10. So here, as you can see, 0 is there, 0, 1 is the next digit. These two digits are definitely there. And after that, I am adding this 1 and 1, and I get 2 over here. After this 2, I add this 2 and 1, and I get 3 over here. And after that, I add 3 and 2, and I get 5 over here. So that is how it goes on. So to have a view at this program, I am going to say vi space fb.sh. So doing this will open the program for me. So here is the program. It's quite a small program to view. So it is asking me enter a number, and these are just the echo statements. Enter a number, enter the terms that you would wish to generate. You're reading that number, storing it in a value n. As I've told you, 0 and 1 are already taken. I take 0 and 1, store it in variable t1 and t2. Now I echo the term Fibonacci series, and after this calculation is done, and finally it is printed on the screen. So for that, what I do is I is initialized to 1, and it is less than the $n value. It should definitely be less than the value, and I is incrementing each time. And this is how you declare it. Declare a for loop with double braces on the left side and double braces on the right side. And you have a do and done after you give the for loop. You don't have circular parentheses like normal languages do have. After this, you're going to say echo, and you're going to display the first number t1, and after that you're going to display t2. So when you display t1 and t2, each time you're adding t1 and t2, t1 and t2 gets the next number's value. So this is how Fibonacci series works. So as we've seen calculated Fibonacci series, now we're going to see factorial and the sum of the factorials. I'll be showing it to you. Now we'll get the next experiment, that is fact and the sum of the number of facts. So to do that factorial, we'll do sh space the name of the file .sh, and the execution goes like this. If I say 6, the sum of the factorial is going to be 720. So it is giving me 720. And if I give 5, it's giving me 120. So it's generally finding the factorial of the number given. So to look at how the logic is applied for this, we say vi here is we will be entering a number, and then it is asking me to read a number. So we'll get the fact to be 1, and we'll check in the loop if it is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, only we'll be proceeding. If it's less than 0 or 0, will not be proceeding. If it is greater than 0, what I do, I take the factorial value and multiply it with the n's value each time, and I decrement the n value each time this loop runs. And finally, when it comes to 0, I display the value of $fact, that is the value of fact. So this is how I get the value of factorial. So coming to my list again, I already explained fact now, so it is time to explain the multiplication table. So here I have my next thing, that is the multiplication table. To get the output of it, I say sh space mult table.sh, and it asks me to enter a number. So if I say 3, so it's going to give me the multiplication of 3 till 10. So it says 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3s are 9, 4s are 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s are 30. So this is how the output is. To show the input, I would like to say vi space multitable.sh. So I have done nothing here. It's just like I take a number, I store it in a value n. I print that the value of $n, which is like dollar of the value of 3, the multiplication table of 3. So after that, for the loop till less than 10, I keep printing it by multiplying it with the value of I. So i's value is going to be 1 for the first time, 2 for the second time. So that is how I do it till 10. That is a very simple logic. And coming to the next and last thing of this exercise, it is going to be series. So to show the output of it, so I'm going to say series.sh. So it is asking me to enter the number. I say 6. So sum of numbers is 21. To understand how we got this value, that is 21, it is, we entered 6, right? So it's going to be 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So finally that is 21. So this is how the value of this option worked. So now I'm going to show you how this logic was actually applied for this. So I am getting into this program by saying vi space file name. I'm getting a number, storing it in the value n. Initially my sum is 0, and after that the I value is going to start with $n, because when I summed it up, I summed it up from the last number, that is 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So I start with the last number, and it should be greater than or equal to 1. I summed it only up till 1 and I did not go beyond that, and each time I was decreasing the value. So this is the logic which is in the for loop, and after that I echo the value by using sum plus I. Finally, after this for loop is done, I print it using the echo statement. So this is all for this exercise. Thanks for watching.